Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in my kitchen we are going to make a cherry coconut cheese coffee cake. I got this recipe out of my granddaughter's library book that she brought home, and it looked delicious, something that me and my husband and my other family members will eat. So I'm going to turn you around, show you what we're going to need, and we're going to make it. Alright, here are the ingredients that we're going to need. We are going to need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, which I don't have it over here yet. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. We need, the recipe calls for, which I've never seen them, but 2 packages, 3-ounce each of cream cheese. So I have an 8-ounce block, and we're just gonna, get it out of that. We need 3/4 of a cup of milk, which I don't have that out either. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. 2 eggs divided, which here's the eggs. I had them. They're just over another part. We need a teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 a cup of flaked coconut, 3/4 of a cup of cherry preserve, and 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to move this all aside. Oh, and it says, because I had to write this all down, but it wants you to grease and put flour in your spring, a 9-inch spring-form pan. But I have this Baker's Joy, well, it's not called Baker's Joy, but it's baking non-stick spray with flour. So that's what I'm going to use instead of the oil and the flour. So it should be good. So let me move all this aside and we'll get this recipe started. All right, in this bowl, we have extra company in the kitchen, so you hear them, it's fine. In this bowl, we are going to put 2.5 cups of flour and 3/4 a cup of sugar. So I'm going to put the sugar in first because I don't want to get flour into my sugar. So that's been something on it. Hopefully this tastes good because I've never made something like this. And there's the sugar. That on my way. Then we need 2.5 cups of flour. One cup. You can't even see me, I'm blocking it. I'm sorry. Let's see. Try it this way. Here we go. I have to keep flipping my paper because I wrote the ingredients on one side and the instructions on the other. And there's the 2. And there's the 1/2. And now, put my paper over here. Okay, then we're going to mix this up then we're going to reserve a half a cup of it. Yes. Set that aside. Next, we are going to add the baking powder, soda into this. So we need a half a teaspoon of baking powder. We need the soda. Quiet, Daisy. There's that. So now we need to give that a mix. And then I have to get the cream cheese cut up, and I'll be back with that part. All right, now we're going to take 3 ounces of the cream cheese, and we're going to cut it into this flour mixture until it resembles coarse crumbs, is what it says. Like I said, I have never made anything quite like this before. So I want you to use either, a pastry knife or 2 knives. So just gonna cut this in so I get coarse crumbs. And all right, I got it cut in. So I'm going to set that aside. Now in this bowl, we need to add the milk, the oil, and 1 egg. So we need, I'm about to dig out the milk. All right, in this bowl, we have I'm going to put the 3/4 cup of milk. And we need 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Make sure. Yep. The oil, so we need 2 tablespoons. 1. There's 2. And then 1 egg. And then we're going to give this a mix. Got myself some new whisk. I ordered them from Temu. So far, they're doing good. And once we get this mixed together, we need to add it to the cream cheese mixture and stir just until combined. And then we're going to spread it out on the bottom of our prepared springform pan. So here's our mixture. Pour that in there. Get the spatula out. And we're just going to mix just until it's combined. I don't know how they expect you to get this up the sides of the bottom of the sides of the pan, springform pan. I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Together. I lost my towel. One on what fell off me. So now we are going to put this in the bottom of the pan. And then, so there is the pan. I'm going to pour this into the pan. Like I said, I'm not sure how they expect you to get any of this up the pan. But I need to switch to a different spatula. One that can get this all out better. Hold on just a moment. There is that, and how you're supposed to get some of this up onto the sides, I have no clue, but we will give it a try. It's just coming back down, and so I don't know. Like I said, first time making this, so now we need to get to the next part. And let's see. Got that. Now we're going to move this aside. And in another bowl, we were going to and in another bowl we're going to the other piece of the cream cheese. Like I said, this is all new. I've never made something like this. But we're trying to cream cheese. And we're going to, lost my towel again. And now we are going to the cream cheese and then 1 egg and the vanilla. And the cream cheese and the egg, and it's mobile until smooth. I don't know how that's possible. I'm not digging out a mixer, so we're going to have to improvise here. So, and then we need the vanilla, which is a teaspoon of vanilla. So if I have to use a mixer on this, I will do so, and then I will be back. I think that's what I'm going to have to use, because There's no way I can mix that and get it smooth. So I'll spare you me doing that, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got it as smooth as I can. But now we're going to put this in here and only have it an inch away from the sides. So wish me luck, guys. So I'll just do... I have never even thought about trying something like this, but when I seen it in the book, it looked so good. So therefore, I figured, well, because I was going to make this for Christmas, and then I got too busy with everything else. Then I just thought, well, I'll make it for New Year's. Well, I got too busy for New Year's too. So now I'm making it just for us to have for dessert tonight. So there is this. This out a little bit. Okay, looks good. And now we need to see. And now we need to sprinkle the cream cheese. No. Sorry about that. Sprinkle the coconut over the cream cheese. My brain is thinking faster than my mouth. So we need a half a cup of coconut. Let me make sure I'm not skipping something here. Yes, then we're going to take the cherry preserve and put it over the coconut. But first, let's get this. Half a cup of coconut. I have scissors here. And you can see I took down all my Christmas decorations except for my garland and my lights outside. My trees down, all my decor on my tables down, kitchen. Okay, there is our half a cup of coconut, and we're just gonna put this over this layer. Switch to this hand. I'm better righty than I am a lefty. So we're gonna put that. And I'm gonna preheat my oven here in a minute to 350, and then we'll cook this at for 55 to 60 minutes. I think that's what it said. So let me get this, my measuring cup washed out, and get these cherry preserves in. Alright, I got the cherry preserve. Now we're going to put it over the top of this. So, and it says by spoon. So, what I'm doing as it says. Should have got a smaller spoon so these aren't so big of a dollop, but I'm doing as what I'm told. This looks good. See, I don't like it that it's big old dollops, but sure you can make this with any preserves, but I figured I'd go with the recipe. And we all like cherries, so. Alright, and then we need to take the rest of this mixture and the butter. Make sure, just making sure I put everything. Flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, cream cheese, the milk, the veggie oil, the eggs, the vanilla, coconut flakes, preserves, and then now we need 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to set this aside again. This way. Sorry if I'm in your way. And I'm going to check, make sure I need to put my other rack in my oven. Oh, I'm making a mess. Making spoons fly. Almost knocked the jar off the counter. Oh, good heavens. Alright, let me get some things situated and get that rack in my oven, and we'll get back to this. Alright, in this bowl I washed it out. We're going to add that remaining flour, and we need 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to use that pastry knife again, and we just want to make this crumbs. So put that in there. Once I get this in the oven, I'm going to clean up my mess. Do the same as we did with the cream cheese. Just cut this up into so it resembles, let's see, as I said before, coarse crumbs. I'll be back when I have that all done. Alright, I had to sit this on a pan. It started leaking from the bottom. I don't know why. It doesn't say nothing in the recipe of lining it with anything. So if we like this and I make it again, I'll make sure that I put something on to line it, because I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, this is good as what I can get it. Then you just want to sprinkle it over the top of this, and you want to bake this for 55 to 60 minutes, and then you want to make sure the toothpick comes out clean. In my case, it'll be a knife. I didn't get any toothpicks yet. So we're just gonna sprinkle this over the top of this. I know it shouldn't be so floury, but I did as it said. Like I said, first time making this, so it is done. I'm gonna put it in the oven and clean up my mess, and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, it is out of the oven. It cooked for 60 minutes at 350. Now it's going to sit here and cool for 15 minutes, and then I am going to take the spring part off, and it looks good. I'm hoping it tastes just as good as it looks. Alright, here's what it looks like out of the pan. Alright, the cake has set. It is cool. Now, and I switched it to a pizza pan. That way I can wash the pan. Cut this. It says it makes 10 servings, but the way I'm going to cut it, it's going to make 8 servings. Oops, that one lost its cherry. But there it is. And I'll be back to let you know what we think of it. Alright, I'm jumping on here to let you know what we thought of the cherry coconut cheese coffee cake, the mouthful. It was delicious. It was moist. It wasn't dry. My son said it could use more filling. I told him I put in what the recipe called. But it is a keeper. I would make this again, and it turned out perfectly. For the first time making it, it turned out perfectly. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, emoji, anything. It helps my channel out a lot. So, but I will see you guys in the next one. And I will see you all later.